Good afternoon. Hi, Phil McPhail here with United Country Lifestyle Properties, Maine. Welcome back to our channel. Today, if you've been looking for a oceanfront property where you can build your new home or getaway camp for under $200,000, you want to stick around and follow me through the woods today. We're going to look at a 2.43 wooded lot with about 199 feet of frontage on beautiful Dyer Bay. So let's go take a look at this together today. Before we go take a walk on this property on Quiet Shore, let's talk about the location. We're located in the town of Steuben. Steuben has a population of about 1,129 people. This is the first organized town you're going to come to traveling north on US Route 1 out of Hancock County into Washington County. So we are in Washington County. From this location, your nearest conveniences are going to be about 7 miles north of us in the town of Milbridge for groceries and other conveniences. Or you can go to the city of Ellsworth, which is about 32 miles south of here. From here, we're also about 48 miles to Bar Harbor, 62 miles to the third largest city in Maine, Bangor, which is east of us here. And Boston is about 293 miles, good solid 5-hour drive from this location. So we're in Washington County, and Washington County is the third least populated county in the state of Maine. It's the northern coastal section of our state. It has more conservation land, tens of thousands of acres, more land per person of any county in the state of Maine. We'll talk about some of those conserved areas a little later in this video. Washington County is the unofficial lobster and probably the official wild blueberry capital of the state of Maine. And if you've ever had wild Maine blueberries, they're completely different than what you're going to buy in the grocery stores and those little pints most of the time. If you've ever had Maine blueberries, share that down in the comment down below. I'm sure if you've been up in this section of Maine, you've probably stopped at Helen's restaurant and got a really good slice of blueberry pie. So we're parked on the side of Quiet Shore Road right now. We're gonna take a walk through the woods here. And the first thing, we're in the southwest corner, and there's a surveyor's corner stake located right here. And if you get here and I'm not with you, you get your buyer's agent with you, be looking for this cap from the CES Inc., who did the original survey. So from here, we're going to walk in here. The lines are pretty well flagged out by the surveyors. And what you're going to note in here is a lot of older growth spruce. This back section of the land is almost entirely spruce trees. Very little undergrowth in here. It's quite quiet. We get a lot of I think this is broom moss on the ground. It's beautiful, quiet place to walk in the woods. Not too many trees smacking you in the face. And again, like I said, almost every tree in here, well, here's a little maple tree scattered in it, but almost all of this is spruce. We're going to keep walking down through this boundary and kind of show you the forest, and then eventually we're going to get down to the shoreline and show you the frontage on Dyer Bay. This property here on Quiet Shore in Steuben is going to require a 100-foot setback from the high water mark of the bay. And as you come in here, you're going to walk in, and there's not a huge elevation change. I think we've got between 20 and 50 feet of elevation from the shore, being actually 0 to 50, right down to where it meets the ocean. Comes up a high bank. We'll look at that. But coming in here, I think you're going to bring a driveway in. There's a bit of a kind of a severe drop on the right side of the property as you're coming in, which would be your that would be the west side, I guess. Actually, be the south side. If you come in here, bring the driveway to the left and curve it back around, you can work right around this, and you can see it off to my right now, where it's a fairly substantial drop. But over here, it's much more gradual. We do have a blowdown. You'll have to be cleaned out for your driveway. But as you come around this, you hook your driveway back to the right, and you're going to avoid this big natural, I think it could be bedrock or just big boulders and ledges over here. But then we're going to come down in, and you're going to see a kind of a forest canopy here that's mostly young spruce and fir. So we're going to keep walking down to the water, and when we get there, we'll tell you where we're at. We're down here on Dyer Bay now, and our frontage is off to my left. We're almost in the center of the frontage. You can see that the tide is not quite high right now. It's getting close. In the next hour, it'll probably be right up a lot tighter to the bank. It's good solid sandy bottom here with the grass, and then we got some big rocks. Dyer Bay is about a 7-mile long bay. We're about 5 miles from this location to where it opens up into the Atlantic Ocean. So with a permit from the harbor master, I think you can get yourself a mooring out here potentially and keep your boat right here on the property. The way that this cove or this harbor sits in, the bay sits in here north and south, it's kind of protected from the real bad winds. The bank itself comes up pretty quickly, 6 to 10 feet. And you got a lot of shelter here from older growth trees. So if you were back there 100 feet or so in the woods, get yourself a little path down to the water, put your pier or dock in, it'd be a beautiful spot. And as you can see, it's very peaceful here. This is not a busy part of the Maine coast. From the property here in Steuben, we've got some pretty cool natural features and areas around here. On the other side of the bay, right where it meets the Atlantic Ocean, is the Petite Manan National Wildlife Refuge. That's a 2,100-acre refuge. It's got some beautiful jack pine over there, raised heaths, blueberry barrens, some beautiful beaches on the shore, and a couple of nice hiking trails there. 10-15 miles to our north here, we've got the Donnell Pond Maine Public Reserve land. That's 14,000 acres. And if you've heard me talk about it probably many times in the past, my brother did a hike on Schoodic Mountain up there that you can check out in one of our older videos. The Schoodic Point part of Acadia National Park is right down the road here. And I think that's near Gouldsboro and Winter Harbor. Beautiful area, nice park road that goes all the way around the peninsula, terminating at the end with beautiful views of Cadillac Mountain and Bar Harbor across the bay. Hey, thanks for coming along on this tour of this 2.43 acre lot here on Dyer Bay in Steuben. Before I wrap up the video with the price and everything, don't forget, like, share the video, hit that subscription button down below. And hey, if you want to be notified of what's going on up here in Maine, click on this QR code here on the screen and sign up for our monthly newsletter for more information on other properties and goings on in real estate in Maine. The price on this property here in Steuben is $175,000. We have 199 feet of frontage out here on Dyer Bay. We've got frontage on Quiet Shore Road. Taxes will be right over here. 2.43 surveyed acres. If you got any questions, give me a call, 800-286-6164. Looking forward to working with you today.